Good evening. Here are tonight's top headlines. A teenager is arrested in connection with the brutal murder of Aaron Bess in Potentia. Additionally, a 72-year-old pensioner is found guilty of unlicensed firearm and ammunition possession, while an unemployed resident pleads guilty to a marijuana possession charge. Furthermore, a fatal motorcycle accident claims the life of a 22-year-old Bica resident, and a minor is sentenced to 2 years for robbery on the Eso Coast. CANU conducts a cocaine seizure in a Providence public road operation, and a taxi driver charged with unlawful wounding is granted bail. Lastly, a fisherman's body is found beheaded in a cemetery raid. Stay tuned for updates, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more news.
Teen arrested in connection with brutal murder of Aaron Bess in Potentia. Police have detained a 17-year-old student in connection with the savage killing of Aaron Bess, also 17 years old, who was viciously beaten and stabbed to death in Potentia, West Bank Demerara, on Wednesday night. Authorities are actively searching for another suspect, a 16-year-old student from Skull City, Potentia. According to reports from police headquarters, the tragic incident unfolded when Bess was walking from Field towards a nearby shop to make a purchase around 9:30 p.m. Allegedly, the suspects initiated an attack by hurling bottles and bricks at Bess, stemming from an old disagreement. As Bess attempted to continue his journey, the assailants confronted him, with one wielding a piece of steel and striking him repeatedly, while the other assailant stabbed him multiple times across his body. Following the brutal assault, Bess collapsed, and the teenage suspects fled the scene on foot. Good Samaritans rushed Bess to the West Demerara Regional Hospital, where medical personnel pronounced him dead. Subsequent examination by law enforcement revealed stab wounds to his left upper chest, left lower stomach area, and right side neck, jugular vein. The body currently resides at the Ezekiel Funeral Home in Best Village, awaiting a post-mortem examination to determine the exact cause of death. Police disclosed that the apprehended 17-year-old suspect is a school dropout, shedding light on the troubling circumstances surrounding the tragic incident. The investigation remains ongoing as authorities intensify efforts to locate and apprehend the remaining suspect involved in this heinous crime. A 72-year-old pensioner found guilty of unlicensed firearm and ammunition possession. George Aubrey Archer, a 72-year-old pensioner residing in Suddy, Eso Coast, has been convicted of the unlicensed possession of a firearm and ammunition. The verdict was delivered on Tuesday, March 19, 2024, during proceedings at the Suddy Magistrates Court presided over by Magistrate Esther Sam. While the defendant was absent, his legal representative, Ms. DeSantos, was present to represent him. Archer was found guilty on both charges and subsequently sentenced to 8 months imprisonment along with a fine of $50,000 for each offense. The court ordered that the sentences run concurrently. The charges stem from an incident on September 28, 2023, when Archer was apprehended with the unlicensed firearm and ammunition at Onderneming Sand Pit, Eso Coast. The guilty verdict highlights the seriousness of firearms-related offenses and serves as a reminder of the legal consequences individuals may face for unlawful possession of weapons and ammunition. Unemployed resident pleads guilty to marijuana possession charge. Vontel Tobin, a 26-year-old resident of Charity, Backstreet, Eso Coast, has admitted guilt to the charge of possession of narcotics. The case was brought before Magistrate Tamika Clark at the Charity Magistrates Court on Monday, March 18, 2024. Tobin pleaded guilty to the offense and was subsequently fined $30,000 by the court. The charge stemmed from an incident on Sunday, where Tobin was apprehended by police around 06:40 HRS in the vicinity of Charity, Backstreet. Upon search, Tobin was found to be in possession of 27.6 grams of marijuana. The guilty plea and subsequent fine serve as a reminder of the legal consequences individuals may face for possession of illegal substances. Fatal motorcycle accident claims life of 22-year-old Bica resident. Tragedy struck in Bica as Daniel Anthony Lopez, a 22-year-old resident of Bica Road, lost his life in a motorcycle accident early this morning. The incident occurred around 1:45 HRS on the Caribbees Hill Road in Bica. According to police investigations, Lopez was riding a motorcycle registered as JSP3, owned by Rondel Jr. de Silva Lopez, at the time of the accident. He was traveling west along the southern side of the Caribbees Hill access road, ascending a hill. While negotiating a right bend at a high speed, he lost control of the motorcycle, leading to a collision with a concrete drain on the roadside and subsequently with a concrete bridge. The impact resulted in severe injuries to Lopez's head and body. He was swiftly transported to the Bica Regional Hospital for medical attention. However, upon examination by a doctor, he was tragically pronounced dead on arrival. The victim's mother, Sanita Lopez, identified the body at the hospital, confirming the devastating loss. The incident serves as a somber reminder of the importance of road safety and responsible riding. Authorities continue to investigate the circumstances surrounding the accident. Minor sentenced to 2 years for robbery on Eso Coast. In a recent development at the Charity Magistrates Court, Junior Williams, a 28-year-old minor hailing from Charity, Eso Coast, was convicted of robbery under arms against a 64-year-old businessman from Lot 7 Bounty Hall, Eso Coast. Williams was charged under Section 222C of the Criminal Law Offenses Act, Chapter 801, following an incident involving the businessman. The case was brought before Magistrate Tamika Clark on Monday, March 18, 2024. During the proceedings, Williams entered a guilty plea to the charge brought against him. Subsequently, he was sentenced to a 2-year term of imprisonment. The conviction marks a significant step in upholding the law and ensuring justice for victims of crime in the region. The outcome of the case serves as a reminder of the consequences individuals face when engaging in criminal activities. CANU conducts cocaine seizure in Providence public road operation. In a targeted operation on Wednesday, March 20, 2024, officers from the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, CANU, conducted an interception operation in the Providence public road area on the East Bank Demerara. The operation resulted in the seizure of a significant quantity of suspected cocaine. During the operation, a canter vehicle was intercepted by CANU officers. Subsequent to a thorough search of the vehicle, officers discovered several brick-like parcels concealed within a box. These parcels are suspected to contain cocaine. Following the discovery, 2 individuals, identified as Adrian Carew, aged 55, residing at 38 Rainbow City, Vismar, Linden, and Cavil Carew, aged 27, residing at 871 Central Amelia's Ward, Linden, were arrested at the scene. They were then escorted to CANU's headquarters for further questioning and processing. Upon testing, the suspected narcotic substance within the parcels tested positive for cocaine. The total weight of the confiscated cocaine amounted to 11.204 kilograms. CANU has stated that investigations into the matter are ongoing as authorities work to gather further evidence and information related to the case. This successful operation highlights the ongoing efforts of law enforcement agencies to combat drug trafficking and protect communities from the harmful effects of illegal narcotics. Taxi driver charged with unlawful wounding granted bail. Raul Brown, a 52-year-old taxi driver residing on Peters Hall Public Road, East Bank Demerara, was charged with unlawful wounding following an incident involving Ramnarine Dean, a 32-year-old construction worker from Parfait Harmony, West Bank Demerara. The altercation occurred on March 16, 2024, in the vicinity of Peters Hall. Brown was arrested on the same day as the incident and appeared at the Diamond Magistrates Court for the charge to be formally presented. During the court proceedings, Brown pleaded not guilty to the charge of unlawful wounding. Despite the plea, Brown was granted bail in the sum of $30,000. The court postponed the matter to April 8, 2024, to allow for the gathering and submission of statements related to the case. The circumstances surrounding the altercation leading to the charge against Brown have not been disclosed, and investigations into the incident are ongoing. As the legal process progresses, Brown will await further developments in the case while adhering to the conditions of his bail. Fisherman's body beheaded in cemetery raid. Reported from News Guyana, in a shocking and horrifying incident, the tomb of Munishvar Jawahir, a fisherman entombed at Rosignol Cemetery in West Bank Burbus, Region 5 Mahayaka Burbus, was vandalized, and his decapitated body was discovered. The perpetrators raided the tomb sometime between Monday evening and Tuesday morning, almost 6 weeks after Jawahir's burial. The gruesome discovery unfolded when family members of a recently buried woman returned to her tomb on Tuesday morning. To their horror, they found Jawahir's head atop a tomb nearby. The disturbing find was promptly reported to community members and the pastor who had conducted the burial rites for the woman the previous day. Naraini Kadir, Jawahir's sister, recounted the harrowing scene, stating that the tomb was broken into, with the casket found outside. Jawahir's decapitated body was inside, suggesting a targeted attack to retrieve valuables. Kadir lamented the loss of personal items, including a wristwatch, while highlighting the callousness of the perpetrators. Despite the gravity of the incident, Kadir expressed dissatisfaction with the police response, citing a lack of thorough investigation. She criticized the authorities for not collecting fingerprints or conducting a more exhaustive inquiry into the heinous act. Following the desecration, family members enlisted the help of a funeral parlor to reinter Jawahir's body. Despite their efforts to restore dignity to their loved one's final resting place, Kadir remains deeply unsettled by the lack of progress in the investigation. The incident has left the community reeling, with concerns over the safety and sanctity of the cemetery. As the family grapples with the trauma of the desecration, they urge authorities to prioritize a comprehensive investigation to bring the perpetrators to justice and prevent such atrocities in the future.